Hello everyone, to part 3 of this Hypersonic Tower series. The other 2 videos went pretty well, I'd say, so I wanted to get this one out quick since you're probably all dying to see it. After all, YouTube videos are #1 priority in life. Anyways, we'll be wrapping up the remaining towers I haven't covered yet, starting on Snowy Castle with the Monkey Sub, Darkling Gun and Glue Gunner. Let's begin by putting a 2-0 sub to the test versus a ZOMG. If you can count how many times I say ZOMG in this video, then you'll be rewarded a medal. So the reason for a 2-0 instead of just a basic sub is for the extended range. Other than that, both are pretty much identical when under the influence of all these villages. Okay, bad idea sending a ZOMG there. What was I thinking there, considering I've seen plenty of times before that single projectile towers will not do very well against super strong balloons, Boomerang being a prime example of that. I think a BFB is a little more suitable for a situation like this. Pretty cool stream of darts, I gotta say though. Alright, so airburst darts should do better, I believe. For those unaware why, the dart splits into 3 after reaching the end of its range, so that means 3 times the damage, simply put. I'm starting to run out of unique things to say whenever I'm waiting for a tower to gun a balloon down, and I'd rather not have any silence, but shit, you're probably driving insane hearing me say the same variant of wow, that was really cool, look how fast X took down Y over and over. I'll just let the gameplay speak for itself on this one. I probably should have chosen a better spot for that submarine since all those blimps are blocking the way of a beautiful sea of white missiles. But wow, that was really cool. Did you see how fast that ballistic missile took down those 5 ZOMGs? Damn it, old habits die hard, I guess. Now for what I think will be quite interesting, the hypersonic nuclear submarine. Placing it down, we can see it glows very, very bright green. But is it any more powerful than its original? The answer to that appears to be no, judging by how these ceramics are walking by unscathed. So what gives? Is the nuclear sub shooting too fast or what? Let's sell some villages and see if that solves anything. Nope, doesn't look like it has anything to do with that either. It seems the attack speed buff only affects the sub visually. As you can see, the green is getting fainter and fainter as I slowly sell off everything, but even then still hardly any damage is coming out. Though I shouldn't be too surprised considering I've known since forever that even monkey boosting won't make the nuclear sub shoot faster. But damn, this has gotta be one of the strangest interactions I've seen. Let's just cover the whole map in green for funsies. I don't know if you can still, since the clip is slightly sped up, but the more of these guys I place down, the laggier it gets. Quick, better make a run for it before my Steam window crashes. Okay, safe and sound now. Next up is the Darkling Gun, and you know what, to be honest, it wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. Sure, it's shooting super fast, but that's about all it's got going for him. There isn't much else for me to say here, so I'll let the clip roll while I bring up a topic about clans. Well, next week for me is reading week, so I'm kind of planning a big grind week for my clan so we can reach at least the chest 8 rewards at the bare minimum. So that means I need to recruit some good players, and the only way to go about that is by asking in the comments, because my clan gets flooded with too many scrub join requests. I will need everyone in the clan to grind at least 25,000 keys starting next Wednesday for a week though, so if you think you're capable of that, then try to send a request to my clan, ISAB Fun Club. But please, if you don't think you can get that many keys, then don't bother, cause I won't accept your request. I'll leave more details in a pinned comment because there's more to explain, but I have to move on to the hypersonic glue gunner now. So make sure to read that comment before replying. So as you can see, the village effect makes glue gunners really excited. So excited that they shoot their sticky substance at tremendous speeds. Unfortunately, that doesn't make it any stronger, because the rate of which the balloons get popped are no different than normal. Too bad for the seaman shooter, I guess. Not a tower, but how could I forget road spikes this whole time? I don't know if their popping power gets multiplied as well, but there's only one way to find out. And there's our answer. Although the first spike probably had enough popping power to defeat the Moab children, the damn spike hopping glitch prevented it from doing so. Watch here with this BFB. I find it weird how it doesn't get instantly popped. Rather, the spike seems to apply the damage over time, and as these Moabs hop on by, we can see that, look, the spike pile is still there. They just walked by the second spike pile too, but luckily that last pile at the back picked up the remaining stragglers. Moving on to the final 3 towers. If you remember the hypersonic aircraft carrier, then this crazy dart flying pattern should look familiar. Even with how inaccurate this is, will the sheer quantity of darts be enough to take down the BFB and everything inside it? Depends on timing, to be honest. The closer the plane is to the scene, the larger the damage, and it's just my luck that the ace swooped to the bottom to clean up those ceramics at the right time, losing no lives in the process. It's time to play some more trivia, with the 1-1 aces hypersonic darts and semicircle trail of pineapples versus 9 BFBs. Will accuracy be a problem for the ace? Well, make your guesstimate in the poll or in the comments right now as to whether any lives will be lost. Or if you want to practice your cheating skills, skip 20 seconds forward and then write down your answer instead. Play the music. And start the clip. If things go the same way as the first hypersonic video did, then I expect the poll to be a nice and lopsided 80-20 because it seems everyone likes to cheat. It was a close one, but once again the ace made it to the right place at the right time and stopped those strays from going through. As you'll notice, the life counter didn't flash red. What if we double the amount of darts on the screen? How much will it help versus a fuckload of ZOMGs? Well, let's take a look on the screen. Very well, it seems, and with the 8 extra streams of darts, I think that helps immensely in not having to rely on luck and timing as much. Another close call with some of the Bloons children though. Never miss targeting. This should be an intriguing one. You would think with its increased accuracy, it should have a much easier time with ZOMGs, right? Well, you're not wrong. That wasn't a trick question. They're OP as hell, man. This is literally the only time you won't have to worry about leaking stray balloons. Not even the hypersonic Spectre can keep up. It's funny to think that by upgrading the tower, you're actually making the tower much worse. Cause now it's only shooting super fast explosives and a single dart stream instead of having up to 4 streams heat seek at the same time. That pretty much does it for the ace. Let's keep chugging along with the bomb tower now. I know Tyler made a video on this already featuring me, but again, this right here will show you the hypersonic bombs without anything besides the balloons in the way. So what's interesting to note is that the bomb couldn't pop zebras even though all these near infinite range 2-4 villages are surrounding it. That's because the MIB upgrade, which allows popping of all balloon types, has a separate range variable built into the game files, so it doesn't use the same range influence as the village's other effects. Low-level bomb towers are cool and all, but you know what's cooler and more visually appealing? These nuts, I mean cluster bombs. What a beauty it is to see them in action. I wasn't kidding when I said cluster bombs were better than Maulers because 9 is greater than 1. Actually I was, but let's pretend I wasn't. Those ZOMGs were taken care of too easily, but let's compare it to the Moab Mauler and see which of the 2 hypersonic towers are the real king. I'm sure those fridge bombs must be helping a lot though. Overall they both seem to be equal, with the balloons reaching the far right at the furthest. Now for the tower you've all been waiting for, The 00 Dart Monkey. Considering we already know it can take down a ZOMG in 20 hits max, to make it fair we will be using an unharnessed, I repeat, unharnessed Dart Monkey for this test. That is, it's about as strong as the average Joe on the street. And we can certainly tell that's the case by how little damage it's doing to the blimp. I don't even think this pathetic fraud can even rip off the top layer. I bet you the Hypersonic 00 Dart Monkey when harnessed would be able to kill ZOMGs before they even show up on the screen. I won't test it this video though because only the worthy can witness it. And I think that about wraps everything up for the Hypersonic Tower series. Hopefully you had a blast watching because I like to make people have blasts, if you know what I mean. Let me know what your favorite / most interesting Hypersonic Tower upgrades were. There's a lot to choose from but for me a couple of them stood out real good, like the Engineer and Ace. But is this the last of the Hypersonic Towers you'll see on this channel? Maybe, maybe not. For all you know I could have an epiphany and come up with an epic idea with this cool game feature, epic enough to make a video about. But we'll see. Have an alarming day.